Well, it's summertime and the living is easy, or so the song goes. But if you love to fish, better have a rod and reel in hand as you head to your local waterway where there is a big run of silver-sided salmon underway. Hi there, Grant McComey here, your host for Travel Oregon's Grant's Getaways. And silver-sided salmon and steelhead, that's what it's all about this week as we join anglers along the Columbia River and other destinations to heed the call that you can hear for miles around. Let's go fishing.
Fisherman Bob Reese says his trips are like modern-day Lewis and Clark expeditions, exploring the lower Columbia River for new places to fish.
There are scores of these islands and beaches that we can target much greater areas of beach, kind of discover new areas to fish because it is kind of a developing fishery. And virtually have an entire island all to ourselves to be out here fishing. It's a pretty cool situation.
He drops a hook in 8 feet of water.
We'll send this out.
Just off Rice Island, about 20 miles upriver from Astoria.
Most beaches, we don't have to worry about logs or rocks. If you can get a gentle sloping beach, you're going to be fishing effectively.
He likes to fish varied lures until he finds the one that works.
Even though we're going to be targeting steelhead today, we'll put out a bigger plug to see if there's a Chinook around. So this is K14. You can use spinning glows. The hot colors seem to be what works best for the steelhead, the pinks, the oranges, and the reds.
You know, one of these rods should go off during one of these interviews.
Fishing partner Trey Carskaddon says the Columbia and her tributaries offer plenty of angling elbow room and the promise of a remarkable salmon turnaround.
Not just the summer steelhead run, but our spring Chinook run, our summer Chinook run. The sockeye runs have gone from, virtually non-existent to several 100,000. Yeah, I think it's a tremendous success story.
He's right. Biologists say abundant fresh water and a productive ocean have made all the difference.
These flows are really beneficial to fish, and the court-ordered spill has been very helpful to get the fish out of the Snake River and past the main stem dams. But then the other part of the equation is how they do in the ocean once they get out to sea, and the marine survival has generally improved over the last 10 to 12 years as well. We're expecting a really good summer steelhead run, 390,000 upriver fish. Currently there are only about 8,000 over Bonneville. But the run really doesn't start until July 1st.
Bank anglers have done well too at places like Dibley Beach near Rainier.
This is what I've caught a majority of my fish on.
So you use 2 and how many ounces of lead?
This is an 8. It's going to be great fishing in August and September. It's been a while since I've seen more salmon than steelhead caught. It's been years. Normally it's the other way around, especially off of the bank.
Any catch at all? Yes. Oh, right on. Okay.
Andrea Johnson is an Oregon Department of Fish and Wildlife salmon checker. She walks miles of sandy beaches each day, checking the anglers' catches.
The runs are keeping up close to the shore, so the bank guys tend to do a little better than by boat. A lot of the boats are having to fish in really shallow water, keep it close to the bank. And it's looking good so far today.
She checks each hatchery fish. A percentage of them have a microscopic chip planted in the nose that was placed there when the salmon was a baby at the hatchery.
It has a 6-digit code on it, and it tells us what hatchery it came from and what year they raised the fish and what year they released it into the river. On a busy day, I can be up to 15, 20 snouts, so yeah, pack my bag up.
That's a lot of fish heads.
Yeah, oh yeah. Busiest, I think I've had 50 in a bag.
Back out on the river, Carskaddon, chairman of the Oregon State Marine Board, advises that boating newcomers take the river in small pieces.
5 or 6 or 7 mile increments just to kind of get the lay of the land. There's all kinds of islands, all kinds of opportunity to access the river from here up to Portland, and that's really the main force of this fishery. Oh, fish on. All right, got it. Yes! Coming this way. He put the run on there. He sure came to life. There you go.
Oh, what a fish! Oh, it's got a fin on it. We're going to let that one go.
What a chromer.
You can tell it's a wild fish by the adipose fin.
Right there.
Since it's a wild salmon, it goes back in the river.
Beautiful fish.
Yeah, okay. There he goes. Wow, what a fish. It's just a matter of getting out and doing some experimenting. And this is the year to do it because of the larger number of fish coming back, yeah.
It is an exciting summer for salmon and steelhead fishermen along the Columbia River, but that's not the only game in town. There are mile-wide smiles on the faces of anglers who venture across Tillamook Bay coastal waters. Join me on this Outdoor Tip of the Week.
It's been phenomenal. It really has. I think it's one of the best years we've had in a long time. Ooh, nice one. It's the sheer number of fish that we're seeing. This is way better than average. And it's been going on since mid-May, and there's no sign that it's letting up.
Longtime fisherman John Krothofer guides a crew of eager anglers across Tillamook Bay. He says this small salmon fishery is a quiet backwater compared to the popular Columbia, and he likes it that way. He trolls the incoming tide with cut-plug herring or spinners for bait.
Three things. You want to keep it in the zone where the fish are at. Keep it relatively clean. If there's a weed hanging on it, they're not going to bite it. And change your bait once in a while so that it's fresh. I have never ever seen a bad one. These springers are the premier salmon. These fish that we're fishing on today, because of the location that we're fishing, were in that ocean less than 6 hours ago. And some of them a matter of an hour and a half or two. Nice and easy. You want to lower the pole slower than you're reeling. That way you'll always keep the line tight. That's it. Right to the beads and then just lift slow. Nope. Isn't this fun?
This is what I
Nice
love.
and easy. Reel down to the beads. Left, left, left. Son of a gun.
Don't tell me he's wild.
No, I gotta clean another one. Is that gorgeous or what, huh? Tillamook spring salmon, look how purple that thing is. They don't get any better than that.
That's a beautiful big fish, and it didn't tire easily, and it just wanted to run, and it would see the boat, and it would turn again, and it was just a beautiful dance. This is why we love living in Oregon, isn't it?
Tillamook Bay summer salmon fishing continues through July.
You can find more information, details, and directions and contact information on the Travel Oregon website. So until next week, get out here and enjoy the great Oregon outdoors, and let Travel Oregon be your guide. For Travel Oregon, I'm Grant McComie.